It was so nice having a break from you.
Well, look, I'd like to say the feeling was mutual, so I will. The feeling was mutual.
You missed me.
Terribly.
I apologise, guys, we didn't do Monday because, well, you were on a plane.
I have a better excuse than you. I was physically in the air.
They have Wi-Fi on the air these days?
Aluminium sausage travelling between cities at, 80% of the speed of sound. I think that's a good enough valid excuse. You, on the other hand, just couldn't plug a wire in or something. I'm not quite sure.
No. This is...
You forgot your Wi-Fi password.
The
What was
great
it?
internet debacle of 2025. Do you want to hear this story before our good news?
Let me guess. One of the central characters in this story is our good friend, the NBN.
Correct.
All right.
That's
Tell
the
me the
main
story.
character.
Tell me the story.
At our old house, we had fibre to the house, right?
Yes.
So we had super fast internet.
Yeah.
Great. And you might remember I told the story where G had been with iPrimus for like 12 years and then all of a sudden something happened. They've like disappeared. I don't know if they're around. Let me know in the comments. And so we swapped over to someone called Mint Telecom. And these guys were great, really, really helpful. Aussie, you call them up, it's an Aussie on the phone.
Yep.
They know who you are. Anyway, that was all good. So we called them and said, hey, we've got the podcast, so we need the internet to be up and running like
instantly.
We don't want any downtime. No worries, it's all hooked up. So we move into the house or we get the keys on the Friday. We move in and we set up the router and stuff and there's no internet. We're like, give it a day. Like we've just moved in, it'll be all right. Anyway, so nothing happens over the weekend, but of course, it's a weekend, so we're like, we'll give him a call first thing Monday.
Yeah.
Give him a call first thing Monday. And meanwhile, by the way, I hadn't actually done any work for 3 days. And when you have your own business, that may as well be a millennia.
Yeah.
So I know full well that my clients are trying to message me, that there's emails I haven't responded to, and I feel terrible. And also, I've got an exegesis due in like 6 weeks, so, no pressure.
So sorry, I don't know, maybe Apple haven't quite caught up with this technology yet. But those of us who aren't Apple users can do emails and things on this thing called a phone.
I see where you're going with this. This is the plot thicketh.
The thought plickens?
The plot thickens. So
You still didn't get it.
what is it? The plot
The
thicketh.
plot thickens.
No, thicketh.
The plot thickens.
I'm being Shakespearean.
All right, sure.
The plot
you do
thicketh.
you.
So I am with Telstra, our biggest telecommunications company in the country, who brag about their coverage.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'm not going to say where I live, but I'm within a 30-kilometre radius of the Melbourne CBD.
Right.
What do you think I don't currently have?
Given the context of the conversation, I'm going to go with natural coloured hair growth roots. No? Wrong?
I was going to say something so dirty and I will not say it. I'll just
I
say
went
that
with
for
something
after
funny
dark.
but clean. I went with something funny but clean.
We should do
all right?
an oddcast after dark.
Oh,
it would
dear.
get
Oh,
so bad.
Oh, dear. With comments turned on.
Yeah. So I don't have 5G, right? So I have 1 bar of 4G with Telstra because this is the one little pocket. So along the whole Bayside area, there's little pockets where there's no 5G coverage.
Right.
And yes, I have 4G, but 1
but
bar.
barely. Yeah.
And I can't even get the email to open. So I'm like, okay, so G is taking care of it on the Monday. I'm like, all right, he'll get back to me. Anyway, so I'm getting pretty antsy and like G threatens Mint. He's like, hey, just letting you know, I've got a girlfriend who works from home and she's getting pretty worked up. And they're like, no worries, we're on to it. We'll take care of it, mate. We got you. And like I have this running joke that I can be like Mount Vesuvius. And I was like, babe, we're going bigger. We're going Krakatoa in the 1800s. Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I've been moving, so I'm pretty
Spicy car.
I was highly strung. Anyway, so then Tuesday rolls around and the NBN network say it's stuck.
Oh, charming.
So what does stuck imply? Is someone stuck? Is it stuck? What is it?
Dunno.
And where is it stuck? Is someone coming to unstick it? Is there an unsticking man? Is it stuck at the exchange? What does stuck mean?
Okay, now I'm stuck in a Dr. Zeus rhyme.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm like,
Give it a rest.
What does stuck mean?
Unsticking man.
What is stuck? I was just like, okay. And so then we have to go do this thing. So I had a shoot in the morning yesterday. So I had to drive into the city and then bring the router to G at his workplace because he's like, I need to do something to bypass something. I don't know. Okay. So I do that. I drive there and then he does the thing. And he's like, when you plug it in, it should work. So I drive home. At this point, it's 2:00 on Tuesday afternoon. I'm like, if I don't answer an email, I'm going to have no clients left. Right. So Does it work? Of course it doesn't. So at this point, I'm like exploding everywhere. Like, we are going into an eternal winter because I have put plumes of bloody ash cloud into the
upper troposphere. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
stratosphere.
Pretty bad. Anyway, so G calls me and he's like, Optus have 5G in this area. I'm going to go to Office Works on the way home and buy a little dongle. And I was like, I can't wait till you get home. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at not you, but like everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm going to go and buy an eSIM because obviously with modern phones, you can have 2 SIM cards.
Yeah.
And I've been meaning to get like a business number for a while. And I was like, just to separate. Anyway.
Just do it. Yeah.
So I was able to load the Optus website to be able to purchase the SIM card. But then they send you all the emails with the way to activate it. And I can't load the email. Do you see where I'm going? Do you see why I was mad? Anyway,
so I'm getting visions of Russell Crowe throwing a phone at a hotel attendant back in the day.
No, I want you to think of a beautiful island paradise that it's now being displaced and that the sound has cracked around the world.
But I know it can't have got that bad because your head is still attached to your body.
Well, it got bad for everyone around me.
Right.
I was melting steel. I was that hot. Anyway, so I then get in the car. I drive up the road. I'm like, to Macca's, because you always get free Wi-Fi at Macca's, or 5G, whichever one I hit first. And I pull into a servo because I got 5G. I open up the email. I activate the eSIM. And then all of a sudden, I have Optus. So I drive home. I now have 2 SIM cards, one Optus, one Telstra. I've got 5G on Optus, which is not my number. And I have 4G, 1 bar with Telstra, which is my actual number. And then I was able to access the internet. And then G comes home and does something. And then something else happens. And then finally, the internet kicked in at like 9 o'clock last night.
Right. So, yes, this is the state of internet access.
So
in this country.
Can I just preface this by saying I have travelled to some pretty remote areas. I have been to some pretty war-torn third world countries, and I have never had the internet issues there that I have here in my home country.
Yeah. Australia isn't exactly stellar when it comes to our internet speeds and internet access. Now, to be fair, there has recently been a boost in the NBN speeds. That's all well and good, but I cannot help but marvel. And Australia has the tyranny of distance. I'll put the disclaimers in first. Australia is a continent that is relatively speaking low populated, and therefore we are going to have vast areas where it doesn't necessarily make economic sense for telcos to be putting in 5G towers and all the rest of it. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about well inside the urban centre where the population density is just fine. Thank you very much. And I really don't buy these black spot arguments anymore in the context of 5G. So as you move through the Gs, 3G, 4G, 5G, essentially what's happening is they're using higher frequencies that allow them to put more detail into the data stream. The nature of that, just the physical nature of as the frequencies go up, your range goes down. They break up more easily, they become more easily affected by environmental factors, and they just can't reach as far. So they have to put in more towers. More towers now, so the shorter distance would mean more black spots, right? But now they're putting in the more towers to fill them in. The things that used to bother 3G because the tower was kilometers away and it had to bounce off 2 buildings to get to you should no longer bother 5G. By the time it gets to your area, it should be a pretty darn good signal.
Yeah.
I drive down the Hume every single week to come and see you and have the highlight of my week, which is basically giving you a hard time to your face. And I know now that there are internet black spots where I'm not even going to be able to post a Facebook post. I might be researching for a video. So I'm sitting in the back of the car, I'm working while someone else is driving and trying to just, because it's 8 hours in the car by the time I come down here and go back. It's a full day's work and I can't afford to lose a full day's work at the moment. So I'm in the back working away on my laptop, tethered to my phone, and I'm holding my phone in different places around the car, just trying to get the damn thing to connect. This is on our busiest national highway that is the main thoroughfare between Melbourne and Sydney.
Yes.
There is just no excuse for this. So normally on a podcast like this, when you've got 2 people, one of them is the brains of the operation and the other one's the eye candy. In this case, I have to be both, which is, oi, excuse me, this one's, Carly, this one's about me. I have to be both.
It's actually about me.
Seriously, I have to be both, which means I need lots of coffee, lots of caffeine. So you can help me to get lots of caffeine by scanning that little QR code there so that I can just carry this podcast on my...
And subscribe because I'm ridiculously good
Seriously,
looking.
Carly? Can you not... Wow. She's such a center of attention, isn't she? Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Bye.